Hey, this is a message to all my young kings, man. Do not let people take your greatness for granted. Especially when there is times where you're told to be humble, where you want to not overly display arrogance, cockiness, or whatever is perceived as negative in regards to success or greatness. I'm here to tell you that there's a time and place for that. And so, of course, there's times to be humble, there's times to show humility, to show kindness, compassion. But especially in the times where people are going to question your greatness, you absolutely need to put them in their place. You need to show them who the fuck you are, even if that means getting disrespectful as fuck. And I know you forget that at times, man, because you are raised to be a kind guy, to be a compassionate person, loving. But the world is not always loving. The world is not always kind. And so there's a time and place where you need to be ruthless, where you chop heads off, where you put fear and terror into people, because that is who you are as well. Kings are not just little water boys that walk by and fulfill people's needs and desires, bro. They're also warriors and conquerors. And so in that regard, you cannot be afraid to dominate. You cannot be afraid to absolutely terrorize niggas when it's necessary. But it's like yin and yang, you need to balance it. So it's positive and negative that you need to be able to deal with. It's simply a duality of greatness. But there will always be times where people are going to challenge you. They're going to question your greatness because they will kind of question or doubt what it is that you bring to the table, especially if you're always displaying kindness, compassion. And I've seen this multiple times for myself, bro. It's like when you show people nothing but kindness, loving, care. Holy shit. When you show people nothing but these traits, they're just gonna forget. So my advice to you is just take over, bro. Show them who the fuck you are and dominate, because you were born to dominate. So when you go step onto the basketball court, when you step onto the business, whatever it is you're doing, you need to apply yourself fully. Do not hold back because you're afraid of what people might think about you, how they might perceive you. You need to fully take up space. Don't be afraid to voice yourself, to be loud, to take up as much space as you want, because that is what you're meant to be. A person who is great, and greatness is loud, greatness stands out. So you cannot expect to blend in. And understand that blending in is a fear thing. You've always wanted to blend in, you always want to just be among the masses because you are afraid of standing out, having eyes on you. But understand that the eyes are a part of the greatness, of the success. People are going to look at you when you're doing something different. But doing something different is simply a part of being great as well. How can you expect to be great if you are doing everything that everyone is doing, you know? And so think about all the greats, think about all the successful people. They are probably regarded as strange, as weird, as one of a kind, as unique, whatever coin they may flip on. There's always the same essence, which is different, whether it be good or bad. And so in that regard, don't be afraid to stand out. You need to take up as much room as you can. You need to stand out, man. Because it's what you're meant to be. And stars shine in the darkness. So even when people are trying to hold you down, hold you back, tell you you're not designed for this, remember who you are at all times. Remember how great you are at all times. Remember how powerful you are at all times. And keep reminding yourself daily your essence, your power, your divinity, because you are divine indeed. But if you constantly adhere to what people tell you, constantly listening to what the common folks are telling you, you will begin to think like them. And so it sounds very egotistical, but you cannot listen to a word people tell you. Their dialogues have nothing on you. They will tell you that you are arrogant, that you are cocky, that you think you're better than them. And you have to say yes. Like, yes, I do. You call me arrogant, I say damn right. Because you were not meant to be basic like them. But We have been conditioned to be basic, to be sheep, to be sheep, to be amongst them. But even Jesus told you, niggas, you are shepherds, you are leaders. So do not be afraid to lead, to be different, to stand out, because that is your destiny as a king. So yeah, you're going to be faced with a lot of oppression, a lot of noise. People are going to constantly try to bring you back down from your high vibration to a lower one, because they want you to be like them. They don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to be better than them. And I know it sounds strange to say, but just because people do not outwardly say it to you doesn't mean they do not think it deep down. It's simply human nature to be envious, to be greedy, and to want what others have, especially if you could not achieve it yourself. So embrace hate, embrace doubt, embrace all kinds of things that may seem negative to you. You must develop an iron will, because it's literally you against the world, bro. It's gonna feel like everyone is against you. Everyone thinks differently from you, and that's normal. It's very few people that think like this, that have a mindset that is built for discipline, for success, for greatness. And so in that regard, you cannot listen to what people tell you. You cannot fall victim or prey to the words when they tell you or try to bring you down. Simply say yes and laugh. Like, I find it funny when people tell me what I cannot do and what they expect me to follow to their measures. I laugh. And so understand that the arrogance will come with your confidence. You don't have to go out and display arrogance, but you need to think it. You need to be arrogant in your mind. You need to be cocky. You need to think that you're better than everybody. Because if you do not think you are better than others, how can you perform better than others? You get me? But I do not advocate for going out of your way to display it. You know what I mean? Going telling people that they're bad, that they suck, that you're better. Don't do that. Then you become arrogant exteriorly. But in your mind, you must be the best. You must think that you are a dominator, a conqueror. You cannot see anyone as your equal, bro. It's just fucked up to say, right? But do you think that LeBron James on the court sees people and says, that guy right there is guarding me, he's as good as me. I'm the best, but he's good too. What the fuck, bro? No. In his mind, he's destroying anyone who gets in his way. He is paving through like a bulldozer to get what he wants. To achieve what he wants to do is score that basket. Anyone who gets in his way is going to be paved down, mowed like a fucking piece of grass with a lawnmower. You get me? So you need to be willing to destroy anyone who gets in your path, to conquer anyone who tries to stop you. And in your brain, you are the best. But do not mistake confidence for arrogance. People will mistake it. Don't get me wrong, but don't go out displaying it. Just keep it in your mind. But you have to keep it in your mind daily. Remind yourself who you are daily. Remember your power daily. So every day I encourage you, talk to yourself. Become your own best friend, man. Hype yourself up. Encourage yourself. Tell yourself some affirmations that you are the best, you are the strongest, you are the greatest, most confident. You have to tell yourself these things, because if you do not, who will? Who's going to come and tell you, yo, you're amazing, bro, you're smart, you're rich? No one is going to come tell you this shit. So you need to be your own best hype man, your own brother, your own sister, whatever it may be. But be there for yourself always. Be your greatest supporter, and you will watch yourself win. You'll watch yourself reach heights that you have never achieved before. So believe in yourself, bro. You are already the person you've dreamed to be. You're already that billionaire. You're already that famous, powerful, strong, confident guy that you've been wanting to be. You are rich, bro. Just believe it. And when you believe it, start acting like it. So always ask yourself, what would the billionaire version of yourself do? What would the billionaire me do? Would the billionaire be me afraid of what people think? Or would he do whatever the fuck he wants? And I think he would do whatever he wants. So if it means making other people feel bad about themselves, insecure, because you're shining, so be it. If it means taking up as much space as you can in a room, so be it. You hear me? Do not let other people's feelings hinder yours. Do not put other people's feelings before your own when it comes to your well-being. So you have to prioritize yourself. You need to focus on your dominance, on your greatness, on your well-being, on your mental health, all these things, self-love. These are all very important. So you need to nurture a relationship with yourself. Become your own best friend, become your own lover, if that makes sense. And focus on you, on becoming the best version of yourself. Show up for yourself, same way you would show up for someone you love, like your girl or boy, anyone. But you need to treat yourself in that same regard. And once you do, you will begin to win in life. You will see yourself winning much more.